Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So I took a little week-long break. It was honestly much needed. I feel like I'd been going full speed at my channel since the holidays, and yeah, I kind of got tired. And yeah, I'll talk more about it during my Reagan rambles. I'm not even sure if whatever my Friday video will be titled, that's where I'll talk more about my week off and just tell you guys about it. But anyways, hi, we're here today. I'm back to my normal, hopefully 5 days a week filming schedule. Yeah, so let's just pin my hair back. I have some new products that I wanted to put on my face with you guys. I also have a Boxwalla unboxing. I already unboxed it. I'm just gonna talk about what's in the box with you all. And yeah, so I'm just gonna pin my hair back now because it's actually kind of hot and I don't want my hair to get sweaty because I just washed it and styled it. So yeah. Okay, so I always am like, what should I talk about first? So let's talk about last month's Boxwalla box. So this is an every other month. So this was the April box. So this that I'm talking about is actually going to be the June box. So they do send these to me. That's why I get them a little bit early. But yeah, I just want to talk about what we got last month. So last month we got the Monastery, their Aloe. This is a Hyaluronic Moisture Boost Serum. I have loved this. I think this is an amazing product. It smells really nice. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand right now to smell it, because I think that's a big part of, you know, product experience. It just smells really fresh, not florally fresh. Like, I don't want to make this comparison because it is not synthetic fragrance, but it smells more like really fresh laundry that's like flapping around in the wind, because where I'm from, like, you hang your laundry out to dry, and that's what it smells like when you bring it in. It's like, it just smells really fresh in that way. So it's an aloe base. I've used, honestly, quite a bit of it because you only need like one pump. So I'm to about here on it. It's really nice. I love how it's a really serum-y and it's a true like watery aloe jelly type serum. Love those. So yeah, that was great for me. The only thing, I didn't use this one. This is their Rose Glycolic Gel. I know a lot of people who I follow on Instagram and stuff. I just haven't used this because I've been using some other more active things. I've been trying out the Iuna, the Low, and I didn't really want to mix this with, you know, I just didn't want to do all that. So I am kind of saving, I'll use this eventually, but I haven't used it yet. Just scent profile so you guys know. It smells a little bit like rose. It's really, really light and faint. But yeah, this one I just did not use on my face yet because I have other things I'm using, but I love a good serum. So I love the aloe one. I would highly recommend it if you ever, you know, if you're interested in something like this. Okay. And then for this month's box, we got 3 products. So let me pull up what all we got. So the theme of the June box is 3 ways to savor summer with a little help from my friends. These are 3 full-size products. Retail value of the box is $185. I think the Boxwalla is $50 a month. So it's always a good value. I feel like I always do these unboxings in my Monday mashups, and I like boxes, especially for skincare and makeup and stuff, because I just think they're usually good values. So I did use a couple of these things. I've only had this like 2 days. So I tried this out. This is the Nini Organics Natural Detox Foam. So this has spirulina, broccoli, baobab extract, neem, and antioxidants of camu and goji in this. So when you add water to this, this really foams up. I was pretty impressed because I was using it last night, and usually when something says it's foaming, I wasn't expecting like real foaming. I mean, I'll show you guys. I'll try and do like a cutaway. But I was very impressed with this, just the foaming capability. It does leave your skin pretty, Reagan words. It's been a second since I filmed. So it leaves your skin very, very soft. It does exfoliate a bit. The instructions for this are that you're supposed to use this like what did I read on this? I have the instructions right here. That you're supposed to use this 2 to 3 times a week. So this isn't like an everyday product because it does exfoliate. I would say use it 2 times a week because I use it, and it is, I wouldn't say it's totally like, it's not St. Ives, may that brand rest in peace eventually, because we all know that screws people's skin up. But it's not St. Ives, but it definitely is like a pretty invigorating physical exfoliant, especially because it's this powder, so you're not expecting that, but it really does get in there and exfoliate, but it does leave your skin nice and smooth. So it's a nice one. I have liked it, you know, the one time I used it. So we'll see how I feel, you know, next month kind of thing. And then I've been using this, and I actually have used this like 3 or 4 times because I used it morning and night. This is the Pi Instant Calm, their Instant Calm Redness Serum with sea aster and wild oat. So one thing I noticed about this, I got a new mask, and it's one that it's a mask that you mix up and you add water to, and then you put it on your face, and then you use toner to not let it dry down because that really sucks the oil out of your face. Anyways, I kind of missed this region when I was spraying my face with toner so it wouldn't dry down, and this region got really red. So after I rinsed everything off and stuff, I put this on. The next day that redness was totally gone. So I was pretty impressed with this. I don't really have tons of redness. I do have a pinker undertone, but I do like how soothing this is. So the ingredients of this, just let me get the box so I can tell you guys. So the sea aster is supposed to calm the skin and reinforces the skin barrier, and also inhibits the cutaneous neuropeptides that cause the skin to flare up. Okay, I believe that. And then wild oat is rich in fatty acids and soothes reactive skin, helping to protect against environmental irritants. So I do like this. This is a little bit thicker than like the Monastery Made serum, but it's still a nice serum. So if you have very sensitive skin, I would look into the Pi brand in general, but I have liked this thus far. And then lastly, we did get this African Botanics. This is their botanical hand cream. Here's my deal. I just have like 4 hand creams open right now because of the time of year, and I get what they were doing adding this product into this box because a lot of us are washing our hands a ton right now, right? I mean, I'll be honest, we've like cut down, like when this all first happened, I mean, I was washing my hands like every 10 minutes. Now I would say it's more like every hour. So my hands are still dry, but they're not like they were. It's supposed to be quick absorbing and non-greasy. I'm going to save this. I'll see if I open it or not. If I don't, I'll put it in the giveaway box so one of you guys can try it out. Just again, I have so many hand creams open. I don't want to open something new right now. Overall, I think this was a good box. The things I was most impressed with were the skincare. The hand cream is kind of like a nice bonus, but I am most impressed with these just because I was very impressed with this, just how truly it foams up. And then this one, how truly overnight, that was so red, and I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have like, that's gonna stick over. It was gone by the morning. It was nice. So overall, you know, again, like this month's box, I think they do a really nice curation. And by the way, one thing I really like about Boxwalla is the boxes you get are very lovely. So I actually saved them all, and I have them over there. I have this counter, and I have stuff organized in them, just, you know, like future videos I'm thinking about doing stuff like that. So that's just you know, maybe you're watching this and you're not a content creator, that's fine, but it can be good just for storing like old photos, whatever, you know, kind of thing. All right, and now we're just gonna do some makeup together. So with Monday Mashup, I usually have some sort of unboxing that I do of something, whether it's like a haul or I got a subscription box or, you know, whatever. And then I also like to use new stuff that I got with you guys. So, and then I'll put all this stuff in next week's Top Shelf Tuesday and kind of mix old things I have with the new things. So let's just start in order. I pulled, because I haven't used these yet, a couple of the Westman Atelier, so I'll use 2 this week, then I'll use 2 next week because I have other things I also want to use this week. And then I'll do like a whole review of Westman Atelier. I'm excited to do this review because, yeah, I just am. Ooh, so the packaging is very beautiful for this stuff. This is their foundation. So what's the name, like the official name of their foundation? It's the Vital Skin Foundation Stick. And then I got the shade 0. One of the things I'm curious about, this is beautiful. I'm interested in how much we get in this because this was a pretty penny. So I hope it doesn't break off because this was okay, there's a fair amount in this. So, hey, and it didn't break off. So they get some points for that because usually when you roll something to the top, I was kind of playing with fire there. So beautiful, beautiful packaging. I know so many people have loved this foundation, so I'm just going to try it out. I did watch some people talk about how they apply it, and they use not as dense of a brush. This one's fine, but I'm trying to pull out a really dense brush. Like, I have my vapor brush right here, and it's pretty dense. This one's a little bit looser. This is a Juice Beauty foundation brush, so I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer first, and then we'll use the foundation, because I have some serious under eye circles. We have a little puppy. It's been real. It's been real. I would say it's been real fun, and it has been. We love him, but yeah, definitely got the under eye circles. I'll use the stuff that I'm gonna use in Top Shelf Tuesday tomorrow on my under eye circles right now. Okay, so now we're going to use this foundation. Like, seriously, everyone who I've seen talk about this has really liked it. We'll see how I feel about it. I'm interested in how the shade matches, because this is supposed to be for like cool undertones, like the pale this shade, and for cooler undertones, which that's me. The packaging is, again, it's very beautiful. So I will give it that. I do think that Westman Atelier does a very beautiful job with their packaging. That was actually a lot fuller coverage than I was expecting. I've seen a lot of people who use conventional makeup talk about this and how like light coverage this is. So my idea of light coverage versus like some of theirs is just a little bit different. I would say it's like a medium. It's not full or anything, but it's not like this super. Can also be, you know, I did use a little concealer before, but yeah, it definitely like goes over my pores flawlessly. Like, really. That was something that's kind of been bothering me, is because, like I said, I haven't had a really good facial and a good clean out, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit insecure about my pores, but that just really goes over them beautifully and kind of gives me like an airbrushed look. So yeah, again, this is just a first impression. I'll wear this for a week, and once I wear the, okay, rewind, back it up. So when I do Top Shelf Tuesday for next week, I will have worn this for a week, and then with that, I'll also do a wear test. This is just straight up first impression video, so I'm not going to do a wear test for today where I film it. I mean, obviously I'll wear the makeup all day, so I'll get some ideas myself, but it's just later in the day, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's like 3 o'clock. I'm not, you know, going to be able to wear this for long enough to give you a really good definitive wear test. So I'll use it during Top Shelf Tuesday and then, you know, talk more. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see my cheek a little bit more. I am very impressed though with how it's wearing over my pores, because I'm just starting to get like a little bit more enlarged pores in this region and some issues, and it really went over them very, very nicely. So yeah, let me zoom you back out. By the way, the shade match for my skin is pretty darn accurate too. Like, I was a little bit afraid to be too dark. Nope. That's like, so some of the things I know that have been like criticized, because this is not a new product, does not have the best shade range. It is, I'll say this, it's expensive. It's like $68, I think. Yeah, that's pricey. That's kind of in the normal-ish clean category of like luxury, you know, products. Also, I don't believe these are reusable, where like I can refill this. I think they're coming out with a refill program. Don't quote me on that. I think someone mentioned that on my Instagram or something. Maybe one of you guys mentioned it when I did my like my haul of all this. Okay, so interesting, just because I use this, I'm trying to tell you guys everything I can decipher. I think it actually works better with a brush than a sponge. The sponge is kind of lifting the product off, so it's fine now. I kind of spread it back out with the brush, but that's just something. So I also have the Westman Atelier. This is their Beauty Butter Powder Bronzer, excuse me. And this came like this. It has like, it's a little bit crunched in at the bottom. I got this from CoSpar. Oh, it actually has a 24-month shelf life. That's pretty decent. And yeah, it comes with this, like, I think this is probably faux. Yeah, that's like a faux leather pouch. Okay, so I got this open, but this pan actually, it's kind of small. Like, I'm trying to find something like for reference. Okay, I have this pop thing, you know, those pop things from your phone. It's only a little bit bigger than that. So I mean, it's fine. Like, this is about the same size as the Hun Skincare Cosmetics one. It does have this custom, really beautiful, I'll try and zoom you guys in now. I try to do cutaways usually, but because I'm gonna use this, I want you guys to see it, but this has this like imprint that is a heart, and then the WA, which is like Westman Atelier, which is the symbol of the brand. So yeah, it's really pretty. Let's see how this does on my skin tone, because that's something else I was kind of like, well, I believe they only had one option of this, so, you know, bronzer is usually not one size fits all. But we shall see, we shall see. Might be a little bit too orange for me. Like, I can definitely work with that. I like the new Ilia bronzer, just the tone for me a little bit more. Okay, so just first impression, it does warm up the face quite a bit. First impression, again, not my favorite shade match for my skin. Like, again, can make it work, but I like something that is maybe a little less orange. And it's a beautiful packaging. Yeah, blended out nicely. That is something about it. Like, I mean, like a good thing. Even though it's a little bit more orange, it definitely blended out nicely. First impression wise, I actually like the foundation a little bit more. I was really like, wow, that really is nice and airbrushed. This bronzer, I'm kind of like, that's fine. I mean, it's a bronzer. The packaging is really cute and pretty, but, you know, it's a bronzer kind of thing. All right, and then Axiology sent me their lip to lid, excuse me. Again, first day back of filming. Balmies. So they actually sent me two. One I have for Top Shelf Tuesday because I've actually been wearing them, and then the other one I wanted to wear this week because they're just different shades. So they have the same highlight in both ones, so I'm actually going to be using a different highlight that I got, but yeah, just wanted to let you know. So if you're like, hey, you're using those also tomorrow on Top Shelf Tuesday, like, yeah, I'm going to be using these for 2 weeks in Top Shelf Tuesday because they're different shades. And I only have one face. So it's kind of like a crown box. And one thing that's cool about these, they're super sustainable. Like, there's no plastic, there's no metal. Basically, once you're done with this, the box can be thrown into the mainstream recycling system. So that's pretty nice. And I'm going to use, what shades did we get? I'll use the shade Rose, no, I'll use the other one. I'll use this shade, it's like really pink. This is Sorbet. So one of the things about these, I actually did notice when I first started using them, they're much smaller. Like, look at my thumbnail than I thought they were going to be. Like, they're much smaller again. So it's not a bad thing, it's just something. I have liked the formulation though so far. Some of them work better on your, I mean, I've used only the other box, but some of them work better on your lips than others because they are a little bit drier of a formulation. Not a bad thing by any means, but it just isn't this like super creamy thing, which it kind of can't be because it would dry out really fast. Okay, so I do think they're pretty pigmented, and I think the payoff of that shade Sorbet is very accurate. So yeah, I'm going to use the Ilia. This is their new highlight. So this is their daylight highlighting powder. So I'm actually going to be using this week, and then this past week I've been using their new bronzer, which I have really liked, but that'll be in Top Shelf Tuesday tomorrow. So yeah, this is a pretty big pan, just first impression wise. Let's see how this goes with my skin tone. What shade was this? Just so you guys know, this is Decades. They have a couple of shades of this, so this is for like lighter skin tones, I believe. I was a little bit worried with that one that it'd be a little bit too deep for my skin tone, because highlights actually can be too deep, you know, where you like see just a line of highlight, but no, I think that is pretty nice, and I'm really pale, so haven't been going outside tons and tons either. So yeah, so far I like this base. Rocking it. Okay, and then I purchased myself a couple of EcoBrow's newer products. I don't think these are like brand new. I got their defining crown, and then I also got their defining gel and clear. So I have not used an EcoBrow or had like a full-size EcoBrow product ever, but I was kind of interested in these because I'm testing out a bunch of new brow products. Probably gonna do a video about it, so not even probably, just I will. Okay, so one of the things I think is cool about this Eco Brows brow pencil is the tip of it is angled, so it's not a micro pencil. So you know how the Anastasia brow pencils, you have a micro pencil, and then you also have something like this, kind of same thing, where this is more like the other one. So it's kind of nice there's an option in Clean Beauty that's shaped like this. So I have shade Maryland, or just Maryland, not Maryland, like Maryland like the person, not Maryland like the state. Yeah, that was nice. Again, you just had to kind of press a little bit harder, and maybe as I use it more, it'll just warm up more and I won't need to. So again, that's why we use things for a while on my channel. And then I'm going to use this defining gel. This is just clear, by the way. And interesting, the brush of this, one side, so it's a pipe cleaner wand brush, but one side the bristles are a little bit longer, and on the other side they're a little bit shorter. So I don't really need the longer side. Wow, that is jelly. Oh yeah, like that is gel. Actually, the long side's kind of nice. It kind of acts like a brush for the brows. For me, it was very, very jelly. We'll see how it kind of dries down. And I'll use it throughout the week and see if maybe it was just like the first time I pulled it out, it, you know, was just a little bit more jelly than normal. So yeah, I actually do like something that has a little bit more jelly to it, as long as it doesn't dry down shiny. All right, and then I did order, this is the newer, it's the Kjaer Weis Volumizing Mascara. So I got this, and I didn't order the one with the packaging because I thought that my old Kjaer Weis packaging would fit this. No, apparently they've made this a little bit bigger, so you can't use the, what was this for? Just their old black mascara that wasn't volumizing. It was just kind of their everyday original mascara. But I wanted to try this because it's more volumizing. So yeah, it's fine though. I don't necessarily need the packaging, but it just kind of would have been nice if that would have fit. So let's try this out. Let's see how it is. Let's see if it is more volumizing than their other one. And there's a little bit of fallout on my cheekbones, but I just opened it. So mascara is something I do feel like you have to wear and use for a while to really get a feel of it. It is more volumizing though than their original one. I wouldn't say that it's like this uber volumizing thing though. Just throwing it out there. Just overall, it's nice. Like, I mean, my first impression of it, it is nice. I have this annoying hair that always gets in the way. It's much more volumizing than their other one, but it definitely is not like they totally volumizing like the Lily Lolo Volume 1 or the Ficla one or the regular Lily Lolo even. But yeah, I'll have to wear it and just see how it wears because I can just tell more off that. Another thing, I did not curl my lashes today, so that's another thing, but yeah, a little bit more volume than the original. So, you know, they are working on some things there. So True and Luscious sent me 3 new lipsticks, so thank you to them. So I'm just gonna try out one new one today. I'm going to try out Vintage Rose. So I'll have swatches and everything after I wear these. And next week's, again, Top Shelf Tuesday. That's just kind of how I do it around here. Oh, that's really creamy. Okay. Really opaque. I like the creaminess of that. Kind of threw me for a sec. That doesn't have any scent to it as well. Yeah, I'm going to use a lip brush just to kind of clean up the edges because I always like to do that, but I'm pretty impressed with how moisturizing that is. Alrighty guys, so this was just a first impression of all of this makeup. Well, there were a few things that weren't first impressions, but you know, for the most part, first impressions. I will include all of this in next week's Top Shelf Tuesday where I'll do like more of a wear test and just talk about how this stuff wore for me throughout the week. Yeah, there were some things I really am impressed with that foundation. We'll see how it does for me this week. It's a pricier one, but I'm up for the challenge. So thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful, wonderful day or evening wherever you are in the world.